again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of RV Business Capital Talk, sponsored by the Dicor Corporation. I'm Rick Kessler with RV Business. With me here is Travis Pryor, also with RV Business, and Sherman Goldenberg from RV Business, and joining us from his Lake Wawasee home office. And joining the three of us for this long introduction is Jason Lippert from Lippert Components. Jason, thanks very much for joining us.
Hey guys, thanks for having us.
I got to tell you, Jason, Travis and I are here in Las Vegas. We're at the NTP Stag Expo. We just came from the seminar from Lippert, and standing room only. You packed them in. It was nice to see.
That is so good to hear.
Well, the news today, of course, is the wholesale shipment numbers came out from RVIA, and lo and behold, we cracked 600,000. It's an obvious question, Jason, but what's your thought on that big round figure?
Yeah, I mean, we're all celebrating here. I mean, it's a big mile marker for the industry. I remember when we passed 500,000, we celebrated that in a big way. So I think the industry's, they're happy, but more importantly, I think, we put ourselves over the last couple of years in a really good position to just, grow off that momentum and foundation that's been built with all the new RVers coming to the lifestyle over the last couple of years.
But Jason, given the general environment and the obstacles that we all know about that we faced for the last 2 years, this is unreal to break all-time records with these kind of obstacles, supply chain, et cetera, et cetera. What your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I tell people all the time, investors and people that are asking about the industry, I tell them that this industry is so resilient. The people, the leaders from the executive level all the way down to the front lines of the manufacturing divisions of OEMs and suppliers and everybody involved in the business. It's just a resilient group of people. And I think the one special thing this industry affords us is that we're all located in the same geographical area within, a stone's throw of each other. And we can get together fast. We can solve problems quickly. We can, zig and zag probably faster than most manufacturing businesses and industries out there. And because we've had so much practice over the last, 4 decades, it just puts us in a much more, robust position long-term than I think what other industries might experience being so spread out and all over the place.
We're told that Lippert Components, I don't want to exaggerate, but basically as far as deliveries of products, never really missed a beat through this whole time frame, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that word's gotten around. We've worked really hard. When this whole thing started and things started to ramp up, and it was one thing, we all committed to each other on our team was we cannot be the reason the manufacturers can't meet their demand and their output. So, you look at, all the chassis we had to build and ramp up for, and that's one of the things we're most proud of is we just, we haven't been the issue stopping manufacturers from, building what they need to build for the consumers in this high demand environment.
As far as today's news, recent news, Tampa show, you were there, your company was there. It's yet another case of the industry kicking still, right? Is that what you're hearing?
Yeah. I mean, heard a lot of great feedback from Tampa and some of the other shows, frankly. And again, but it's not surprising. I mean, like I said earlier, we've set ourselves up for this time. The industry and all the players in it have done a great job positioning ourselves for, all these people that are looking for ways to spend their recreation and leisure time. The outdoors and RV specifically is a great way for people to do that. And we've done a good job telling the story and getting the word out over the last couple of years.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to shift topics. So if you have something, go ahead.
No, I was headed elsewhere. You go.
Well, Jason, I'd love to pick your brain a little bit on the Edison project. We got a chance to see that. Thank you very much. If that's where we're headed, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing off all the news that has been, swirling around us for the last 2 years around EVs, and we just felt that it was, time for us to, do our part and spend some resources on innovation around how our products might, be compatible with electrical vehicles, and supplying a lot of the towable chassis. We have some pretty important solutions that we've come up with, for battery storage and keeping it out of the the compartments and storage spaces that they need for stuff that they carry with them on the roads or on their RV trips. But we've come up with some regenerative, energy axle technology and some drive technology for towables. So stuff that's probably not relevant for right this minute, but it'll be relevant in the very near future. And we just wanted to show our OEM customer partners that, we're thinking about these things, and that we've not only thought about them, but we've developed some pretty, some working concepts and prototypes, so that we can start collaborating and doing what this industry does best and come up with solutions.
EV is all the buzz right now, industry-wide. And you just alluded to the fact that it's not today and it's not tomorrow, but it's coming. When realistically, and what's it going to take for this kind of equipment, this EV chassis that you just showed, to really be applicable?
So I think there's a lot of challenges. I think, there's challenges in just how, the power grid is going to work and support, an onslaught of electrical vehicles. If we move from whatever percentage we are to even 30 or 50%, that's going to create a lot of, opportunities just from the power grid standpoint. But, you've got all sorts of issues with, cost being one of them. So, the concept we put together to put, the amount of batteries and drive axle technology into a chassis and make the chassis aluminum, you're talking, thousands and thousands of dollars more. And as you guys know, this industry's made one of its marks due to the affordability of the product. So, when we've got a sweet spot of $20,000 to $25,000 for an entry-level stick and tin unit, which is the bulk of what we sell in this industry. I would say that, EVs, probably not going to, take all of that. It certainly can't. Or otherwise we're just going to lose buyers that are price buyers. The other thing that when you talk about timing, I think, you look at how slowly, electric vehicles are going to move and electrification is going to move. It's going to take time for that to happen. And then, there's going to be millions and millions of automobiles that are, gas, diesel, that will have 10 to 15 years of life afterwards that people are going to still drive and tow product with. So, it feels like we're, double digits in terms of really meaningful impact, how it's going to impact our industry. But you're certainly going to see the move and, people looking for those types of products, in the very near future. It's just going to be in small numbers, I think.
Another topic that is highly relevant with regard to your company is Furrion and the integration thereof. One of the biggest news stories of the year of 2021. Tell us about a progress report, let's say, essentially on that.
Yeah, well, we're excited about Furrion for so many different reasons. They've done such a good job developing product, in the appliance end of, the supply components. Done a good job branding. They've done a good job developing products and innovating products there, and just kind of taking them to the next level, both in look and function. So, we're excited from that standpoint. There's been a significant opportunity just in the increase in demand for RVs for another player to come in there and make a meaningful impact. And there's some market share opportunities for us to take. That's part of what we do, is we go out and, try to innovate the heck out of products so that we can win market share that way. We're not going to just compete on price. So we'll take market share. We'll take advantage of some of the industry and market growing, and we'll come up with some products for RVs, ultimately that didn't exist yesterday.
Let me
go ahead.
We don't want to take too much time here, but I want to kind of circle back with this last question. 600,000 units this year. RVI forecasted another 600,000 for 2022. Jason, what are your thoughts on that? Can we do it again?
I think certainly we can do it again. I think strictly because of the fact that, as COVID is not going away. We all thought it was, ending or going away last year. And, all we've done is prove that, there'll be more variants, and this is, with us for a while. We don't know how long, but certainly for the next couple of years, there's going to be this, this interest for people to find other ways to enjoy time with their family. It's going to be in the country. It's going to be probably, road trips and things like that. And, that puts RVs in a really, really good position. So I think certainly, the demographics and the interest and all the, variables that are out of our control lend itself to the industry having another great year. But, it depends on how quickly we're going to be building inventories and how quickly things retail. And I think the next few months will be, a tell-all there to determine how far the wholesale number and retail numbers are really going to
go. The extent to which the industry lands and how we land in 2022, it's got to be probably quietly the biggest question on the street. Soft landing, how's it going to play out? You're already speaking to that. To the extent that you can, given all the unknowns, right? But you're saying could be a good year, but it sounds like you're holding a card or two back because you have to.
Yeah, we think it'll be a good year. It's just hard to tell. Look, we've never relied on the RVIA forecast for, a full year forecast for how we plan. So, we take it quarter by quarter. We listen to what the dealers are saying. We've got a pulse there, our hand on the pulse. We've got our hand on the pulse with the OEMs. And, we kind of decide month to month how to plan based on, that information that we get back. Supply chain is certainly, getting a little bit better than it was last year. Some of the COVID headaches we've had aren't as significant and as impactful as some of the, issues we had last year with COVID. So there's some things floating in our favor, but like I said, we just, we take it month to month and just weigh the information that we get. And we're positive, we're optimistic, but, we'll see how it all plays out.
Rick, do we do it? Are we ready to let Jason off the hook here?
Yeah, Jason, you're officially off the hook. Thank you very much for your time.
Hey, no problem, guys. Thanks for spending time. And sorry to put you off. I didn't mean to put you off a half hour, but my board called, and I got to take those calls.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Thanks for all you guys do. Chairman, I love your office.